I think it's good.
All right, we should be live right now.
Yeah, I think it's going.
Yeah, it's going. All right, so let me give everybody a minute to join us here.
Okay. Let me go ahead and take this off, and I can.
All right, we already got some people showing up in the chat.
All right, good.
All right, so just want to quickly say welcome to everybody to our first draw stream.
Yeah.
This is going to be very different than you know, the streams that I do on my channel. Just want everybody to know that right off the bat.
Yeah.
On my channel, you know, we try to avoid you know, adult language, I'll say.
Yeah.
On this channel, that's not the case.
That's just not how I roll on my channel. I'm totally like, I'm 30. I don't care. And so, like, if you got a problem with that, I'll just tell you. I hope everybody's coming through okay on the audio.
Yep. And if anybody's curious, I'll probably be the one typing tonight since Brick Titan is the one drawing, obviously, because
Yeah. That's kind of like why we have this co-host system
exactly
going on here.
Okay, and I asked everybody in the chat if they could hear us okay, and I've got 3 yeses already, so that's great.
Well, that's good, so everybody can hear us.
Yep. Awesome. And they are asking what you're drawing.
I thought I would do kind of a homage to, you know, what is it, Marvel? Basically buying out DC, or not DC, but Fox tonight, so...
Yep, and that's... Obviously, if you read the title of the stream, that's what we wanted to talk about tonight.
Yeah, it's kind of a big deal.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of figured eventually it would happen, but Disney has, well, the what was it? The shareholders from Disney and Fox have approved for Disney to buy out Fox.
Yeah.
Which, if you're not aware, means that Disney, once they finish the whole process, because you know it's a process to buy a company.
Yeah, well, you have to be approved by the government and shit. So
yeah, I think it was like 71 billion is how much they're paying for it, something like that.
Well, they have to make sure, the government has to make sure that you're not creating a monopoly.
Which,
so,
you know, Disney
kind of is, but, you know, they kind of, like, since they separated their news divisions and stuff, that's kind of how they got away with it, so.
Yeah, so I'm really interested to see what Disney decides to do with, you know, with all of Marvel now that they're going to have X-Men and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
They'll have Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
And that also includes Deadpool.
Yeah. Which they probably won't be getting rid of what's his name, Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, they're not gonna be getting rid of him.
Yeah, I think he's just too iconic,
popular for that.
Yeah, he is Deadpool.
Yeah, so there's that.
And let's see, I haven't heard any rumors, but somebody mentioned in the chat that Disney may be canceling Dark Phoenix.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about that because they kind of want to create their own Marvel universe, which I kind of understand why they would do that.
Yeah,
because I mean they kind of got to get their own crew together.
Yeah, I figure there's going to be some that they keep. Like, I figure they'll probably keep Ryan Reynolds, like you said. But I think they're probably going to... I mean, if I were them, I would probably start with a fresh slate on X-Men.
Yeah, I mean, like, I would just get a new crew. Because they clearly are not gonna want to do the same thing with X-Men that they did with everything else. So, you know.
Right. It's going to be different, for sure. So, anyway, and I know I see somebody in the chat already asking about Lego. Let me just go ahead and say right now, we're probably not going to talk about Lego hardly at all, if any, tonight. But if you do have Lego questions, just come back to my channel tomorrow night. That's when I'll be doing my live stream. And we'll talk about that stuff then.
Yeah.
For anybody who wasn't here a few minutes ago when I was talking about this, you know, tonight this is on Brick Titan's channel, and we want to have more of like a radio show kind of deal tonight.
Yeah, it's kind of like a podcast, guys. Like, that's kind of like what we want to do. Yeah,
and like I said, adult, let's see, mature language is...
We're gonna be saying fucking cuss words.
Exactly. Okay. Yeah, just put that out there.
Okay, we're kind of like we kind of like we have our like normal stuff, and then sometimes we just need to have our chill streams. And
yeah, this channel is gonna be kind of like our outlet, I guess, in a way. So we'll be talking about more like pop culture. Well, not news, really pop culture, but really, news. It's, you know,
it's pretty much whatever.
Yeah, this is gonna be you know, non-Lego stuff basically.
Yeah.
And yes, somebody's asking in the chat, so you can cuss too? Yes, you can. We're not gonna block anybody in the chat if you want to cuss.
See,
we don't care.
Here's the thing, like we have kind of a like we believe in free speech, so I mean like we're not like against it. So
yeah,
like I mean like we're pretty open against it. Like we're not gonna like put up with doxing and stuff like that, but.
Yeah.
You know, that's pretty much, you know, how we feel about it. So, you know.
I'm loving the picture you're drawing, by the way.
What, you like my Wolverine that's got his Mickey Mouse ears?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just kind of something to make fun of the whole situation, so.
Yeah, I mean, like, remember when they bought out Star Wars? Like, everybody was doing, like, different Star Wars characters with Mickey Mouse ears.
How does... Let me see something. I was looking. I need to look at around and see what the Disney D looks like. I can't remember. Yeah.
It's funny. We actually have like the Disney Castle box right there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like, I want to put that Disney D on there, just to get it in there, you know.
And to answer the question about the brutally honest or rage reviews, it's basically just to separate the fact that he's not planning on doing Lego on this channel.
Yeah, I thought I wanted to do it, and nobody like ran me off from doing it. I'd rather draw. It's actually more peaceful for me.
Yep. So
like I just actually get more peace from drawing than I do from anything else. So
yeah, and it's just easier to kind of separate things, you know?
Yeah.
Let's see, and I figure there's going to be a lot of crossovers in the future between like the different Marvel entities, I guess.
Yeah.
I figure eventually we'll probably even see some X-Men start to show up in like the future, like Infinity War.
Don't even. Yeah, it's gonna be if they put that much money into it, Infinity War is gonna have X-Men in it, at least Wolverine by the end of it.
Yeah.
I mean, like, let's be real about it.
But do you think they're going to keep Hugh Jackman?
Nope, not at all.
I think
he's too old, and I think that, like, he's kind of worn down anyway, so...
Yeah, I don't think he's really wanting to do it so much anymore.
Yeah, I mean, like, I mean, like, you do it for, like, 20 years, and you're like, I'm done.
Yeah, I think I remember reading a while back that he was, like, getting ready to stop doing it or something.
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
Well, I mean, like, they probably told him what was up. Like, we don't get the news, like, for real, so...
You mean the insider information?
We don't get that kind of news, so... you know.
Yeah, but, I mean, like, I know that, like, it's going to take people some time to get used to this style of streaming, but I'm enjoying it, personally. I think it's going to be really cool to just have, like, these chill streams where you can say whatever the hell you want and, you know, just relax.
Oh, you mean like a 21-year-old's not going to tell you what you can and cannot say?
I mean, nobody's going to tell us what we can and can't say. And, let's see. He's drawing Wolverine, by the way. Somebody else was asking. I think it's awesome. I love watching Brick Titan draw. Victor is a really good artist, and he's drawn pictures for me over the years. Actually, someday I might get those out and show those. But I don't know. Someday.
Yeah. Someday.
And I'm wondering, do you think this is gonna change any of the movies that they have planned right now?
Like you mean like as a whole?
Yeah,
Well, I'm gonna put like Star Wars is pretty much screwed because of this, because more people are interested in X-Men than they would be Star Wars in general after they ruined Star Wars. So,
well, speaking of which, I also read today that they're going to be using some old footage that they had already done from Carrie Fisher to put Leia in episode 9. That, and of course, we had already heard that Lando Calrissian, the original Billy D. Williams, was going to be in episode 9.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know how I feel about episode 9. I think it's too early to tell.
No doubt. I don't know. I just think that that's kind of one of them things, It's like nobody really wants to touch it with a 10-foot pole. So.
But I think I don't know. I think there's a lot of people that are probably going to be like us, that are probably a little bit more interested in what Marvel is doing than Star Wars, personally.
Yeah. And buying out X-Men is like the prime thing. It's what, really, to be honest with you, Marvel Universe would have drooled over to have the first rights to do those movies.
Yeah, it was always a little awkward that two different companies owned parts of Marvel.
Yeah, that's kind of the weird thing about Marvel and DC, like that generally, period, anyway. So.
Yeah, and I do see that somebody in the chat mentioned, Disney's going to buy Warner Brothers soon.
Probably.
Yeah, it may happen, because it seems like Disney just wants to buy
own the world.
Yeah, pretty much. Although, I wonder if they did try to buy Warner Brothers, do you think that, the government would finally say, no, that's definitely a monopoly?
Probably, but maybe not, because you can do some, government stuff and just say no. They just be like, hey, no, that's not what's happening,
Yeah. And we're both logged into the same account, obviously, so you'll see if I type in the chat, it's gonna say Brick Titan, but it's me typing, by the way.
Yeah.
He's obviously a little bit busy, because if we switched places right now...
That's kind of why I needed a co-host for the show.
Yeah, and if I were to try to draw, it would just be stick figures.
Yeah.
And poorly drawn stick figures.
We should totally try that one day, though.
I guess we could. It would just be awful.
Yeah.
But yeah, we can switch it up sometime and do that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it's I have mixed emotions about Disney buying out Fox.
Yeah, I know, right?
And I have a question. I don't know if you've read or know the answer to this. Do you have any idea if it includes everything Fox, or is it just?
It's pretty much just the entertainment version of it. They're not gonna. That's how they got away with it from not being a monopoly. It's not gonna be the news network or anything like that. It's literally just
But so Disney would own the other shows that Fox does.
Yeah, like Simpsons. I'm pretty sure that was included. Stuff like that. I'm pretty sure that the Simpsons are now officially owned by Disney, which is weird.
That is weird. That is really weird. Actually,
technically, that's what's up.
What other? I can't even think right now.
Pretty much anything. I guess technically Orville would be owned by Disney now.
Oh wow.
Stuff like that. It'd be everything.
I hope they don't shut down
X-Files.
Well, that means they're never gonna quit X-Files, I figure.
Yeah.
X-Files has done pretty good. But I hope they don't shut down the Orville because they have Star Wars.
That could be a big possibility now.
It could, but I really hope they don't do it. I really enjoy the Orville.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying that's what could happen.
Yeah. Maybe they won't get rid of it because the Orville is a lot more like Star Trek than Star Wars.
Yeah, I don't think it competes in that same kind of manner.
I don't feel like it does.
I just don't think that they're gonna like worry about it.
Let's just hope that Disney doesn't feel like it competes.
Yeah, well,
because Disney would be quick to axe anything that competes with Star Wars if they're able to.
Yeah, that's true.
And we got some new people joining in the chat. Hey everybody, just joining, welcome. If you're not familiar or haven't read the title or whatever, we're just discussing like Disney buying out Fox.
Yep.
Well, because it basically just got approved today. It's not officially done, but I mean it's happening.
Yeah, that's kind of the deal here.
Yeah. It's definitely happening.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing,
And let's see. The reason we don't have like the face cam on tonight is just because we're just relaxing.
And you might as well not get used to these not being face cam videos.
Yeah, these aren't gonna be.
These are just like chill streams, guys. These are not gonna be like, everybody gets to see everybody's face all the time.
Yeah, I mean, like that's something I do on my channel. So I mean, I think we really want to make this a routine though, like Friday Night Live on Brick Titan's channel, Saturday Night Live on my channel.
Yep. And
8 o'clock for both. I think that just works for us.
Yeah, I mean, like I think it does too.
Yeah, I mean, like not to say that we won't ever do random ones, like the other day, like I think I streamed like Wednesday. I think it was Wednesday night. So, I mean, like, we'll do random other streams, but we really want to keep our Friday, Saturday routine going.
Yeah.
And I know it's different time zones for everybody. That's why the weekend is really nice.
Yeah.
Because most people don't have to, like, get up on, Saturday morning.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing. That's why it's good to start on Fridays and Saturdays.
Yep, absolutely. I was just looking at what Brick Titan's drawing over there. It looks really cool to me.
Yeah, this isn't like I said, I may not finish these drawings right off the bat because I'm just kind of sketching while chilling. So, they're just kind of just drawing and chilling streams. So
yeah, absolutely. I mean, I like it. I think it's cool. Just relax and. I know people want to see our faces, like, sometimes, but, you can do that on Saturday. I'm actually enjoying not having the camera on tonight, so I can just kind of relax.
Well, that, and this is, this is my channel, so it's a little different. I mean, that's kind of the thing.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I do things a little bit differently. I know, nobody really cares about it, but, I do things differently than a lot of people do.
I don't know. I wouldn't say nobody cares about it. We just got somebody in the chat that said that your drawing looks amazing, by the way.
That's cool.
I know Brick Titan's not really reading the chat since he's drawing.
Yeah, I can't really see that right now.
I kind of have to, fill him in a little bit as I'm kind of monitoring the chat.
Yeah.
But mostly we just want to kind of chit-chat while he's drawing.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, do you realize, how much you've drawn and we've only been live for, 20 minutes?
No, not really. I'm actually a pretty fast drawer. You know what I mean? I draw relatively fast.
Yeah, I remember whenever you were taking those art classes in college, they kind of got jealous because you were able to finish your drawings so fast.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not bragging or anything. I'm just, I
That's
work
okay.
typically fast.
I can brag for you.
I just do.
And yeah, if you want to talk about some of the new DC trailers, they've been mentioning the Shazam trailer.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did you have what did you think about the Shazam trailer?
I mean, I think that no matter what DC does at this point, Disney's gonna give it a bad rap, no matter what they do.
That's
just
true.
Because they're. Hang on, I gotta sit back for a minute. I'll get to drawing in a second. I gotta kind of chill out for a second.
Oh yeah, you don't have to draw nonstop. Take a break whenever you need to. It's It's your stream. Do what you want.
But I'm just saying in general that I think that like no matter what DC does, it doesn't matter because they're basically gonna get sabotaged by Disney. So it really doesn't matter. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
so
but still, yeah. I mean, personally, I thought the Shazam trailer looked awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I actually like wasn't expecting very much from that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was better than I expected too.
Yeah.
I thought it could be cheesy. Like I thought they were like, oh, they're just gonna like make cheese out of it, and it wasn't. It was actually like a pretty decent looking trailer.
I mean, like Shazam is supposed to be like what about 12?
Yeah, he's like 10 or 12, and like he becomes God. So
yeah, basically. You know. So I mean, like it looks to me like they're gonna do a way better job with it than I was expecting.
Yeah.
So I'm actually like the trailer actually did its job. It actually got me interested.
Yeah, that's really unusual. Now, if they would just stop at that trailer, so that you know you would actually get excited for the movie, instead of showing you the whole plot afterwards.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It'd be great.
I don't want them to show a whole bunch of clips and like ruin the movie.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, that happens a lot.
Yeah, especially with well, DC's really trying to impress right now too. So, and I don't really blame them.
Yeah, and I see in the chat somebody said that they're more excited for Shazam than Aquaman.
I don't know. They're about equal to me.
Well, I'll say this: before the trailers, I was more excited for Aquaman.
Yeah.
After the trailers, it's kind of equal, but I don't know. Shazam kind of edges out Aquaman just a tiny bit for me.
I don't know. Like I have mixed feelings about the whole thing in general.
I know.
So.
But I will say this: like I don't think that anybody is ever going to beat Khal Drogo as Aquaman.
No, he's the best Aquaman, but he's the only Aquaman. So.
But I'm saying, like, in the future, I mean, eventually they'll probably cast another Aquaman, and
Maybe.
Well, yeah, you're right. But,
if DC exists. Actually, I don't even know if the comic industry is going to exist in 20 years. Let's be real about it. Even right. Marvel is not... Riri Williams isn't going to save the future of Marvel Comics, so, you know.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I don't know how they've been changing the comics a lot, like the characters and stuff, and I don't know why they're doing that.
Yeah.
Whatever. Anyway, I have no idea how long you wanted to draw for. That's totally up to you. I don't know how long you wanted to stream. Got no idea what you were planning.
I don't know. Like, I was just kind of going for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand. I was just curious. But yeah, I'm also wondering if Disney is gonna start, you know, following the comics more with like those new characters, like the female Thor, female Iron Man.
Because that's Phase 4.
Yeah, they call it Phase 4. I don't think it's gonna go well.
Phase 4 won't be that great. If you're asking me personally.
Yeah.
What I think about that ain't happening good.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Oh, cool. What are you doing?
I'm just putting another layer. Ink it.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you know.
Well, I mean, like, I don't know anything about art, so I'm just kind of watching and seeing, like, what you're doing.
Yeah.
Like, I do, like, digital stuff, kind of, but it's not like that. Not at all.
Well, I mean, like, it is kind of a thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's different.
I understand. I remember when we were in college, like, I used to enjoy hanging out in the art building and just checking out all the different stuff that people were doing, even though like I was terrible.
No, I did that one can that one time.
Oh yeah, I mean like I did do the Starry Night can out of a Coke can.
Yeah.
I did the Starry Night painting, and it was like actually like 3D on the can.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I will admit, like that was cool. I don't know if I have that anymore, but oh well. Um, let's see. I don't know. I'm not really excited for Captain Marvel. Are you?
Not at all. Cause like they ruined her from in the comic books, and I just think that they're not gonna use the classic material.
Mm-hmm.
So I just don't think that it's gonna go well at all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just don't think that in the end they're gonna really stick to like what most of the comic book fans know her as.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just gonna mess that up, so.
I'm wondering if, like, once Disney fully owns the Fox part, like, how quickly are they gonna just, like, start machining out all kinds of more movies for that?
Probably pretty quick. That's why they bought it.
Well,
I mean, like, Spider-Man took, like, what, a year?
Yeah.
And it was done, so.
Yeah, and, I mean, like.
People are like, oh, it's gonna take a long time. No.
No, they
Not
probably
with Disney. Disney is a machine.
Yeah, they're probably like already working on scripts and stuff.
Since they know they own it, it's over.
Yeah. And yeah, I kind of have to agree. DC is pretty screwed.
Yeah. When it comes to this kind of deal, they are.
And I hate to say that because, like, personally, I'm really more of a DC fan than a Marvel fan.
Yeah.
I just have always kind of favored DC more.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's the way it is, you know?
Well, I mean, like, that's just the way it's gotta be.
Yeah.
I mean, like, well, here's the thing. If Disney buys out DC, they're gonna integrate the universes, and that's gonna be a big deal.
Do you think that'll actually happen? Do you think Disney really will eventually buy DC?
I think that's kind of the goal. They want to own all superheroes.
Do you think they will bother with, like, the smaller comic companies like Image and stuff?
Image is kind of like they've only got a few really good comics.
Isn't there's some others like Valiant and stuff like that,
Yeah.
right?
Well, Valiant and back in the day it used to be Sojourn. Like Sojourn and Sojourn was a comic and like of itself, but there was like a comic book called CrossGen, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And it was kind of a big deal, and it was a big deal. And then of course you've got like Image that'll stick with. Image is gonna try to compete now because they've got Spawn. So I mean, like, and you know that Jamie Foxx is the new Spawn, so
right.
So that's gonna be a big deal. And but I thought the first Spawn was okay, so.
I don't even remember it.
I mean, it was all right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
like, what Marvel movie do you think you're, like, actually most excited for?
Marvel?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, I would have said Guardians of the Galaxy, but you know, I don't think that's gonna be happening. So.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm sure I figure Guardians 3 is still gonna happen, but.
Yeah, that's kind of changed up a bit, so.
Yeah. I don't know exactly what they're gonna do with that. I think that's too big of a thing to just totally cancel it because of James Gunn.
Yeah.
But, I mean, surely they'll just hire somebody else.
Maybe.
That's what I'm hoping. Because I do like Guardians.
Yeah, it just depends, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
I don't know. So are you gonna draw his claws?
I thought about it, but I just, you know,
just kind
for
of
the sake of time, I'm probably not. I'm just working on a basic sketch.
Yeah, I understand. I was just asking.
Yeah.
I get distracted and I just want to like watch you and not really like I'm not reading the chat as much because I'm just kind of watching you draw.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. I think Guardians 3 is still gonna happen. But they did fire James Gunn. If you guys haven't heard the news, like James Gunn was fired for sure.
Yeah.
Disney fired him over tweets from years ago.
Yeah.
Pretty bad tweets, but anyway, that's a whole nother story, right?
Yeah, that's different.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's been, what, about a week ago that I think he got fired?
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah. I mean, like, some stuff's been happening with, like, Hollywood lately.
Yeah.
You know?
They're kind of upset right now.
That's funny. Somebody in the chat just asked, who's James Gunn? James Gunn was the director for Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2.
Yeah.
He was supposed to be the director for number 3, but they fired him.
Yeah. Which, I don't know how a Twitter can get you in trouble if you're, like, that rich, so...
That and, like, I mean, the tweets were from years ago.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. But yeah, if you're not familiar, basically, like, I don't know, I think they were around 10 years old-ish.
Yeah.
Something like that. But he had kind of, like, made all kinds of, like, bad jokes.
Yeah.
Regarding, like, pedophilia and the Holocaust and...
Yeah, they were pretty bad.
Yeah, all kinds of stuff. I mean, I don't really blame Disney, because it was pretty bad stuff.
Yeah, it was not pleasant.
No. And yeah, you're right. It is very, very similar to what happened to Roseanne.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, like, it's kind of happening to several lately.
Yeah.
Although, I honestly, I was surprised that the creator of Rick and Morty gets to keep his job, basically.
Well, that's a little bit of creative differences between, like, what people think is, like, actual problems and real problems.
I guess, because, I mean, like, with him, you almost have to expect, like, weird, crazy stuff.
Yeah, I mean, like, you're talking about the guy that created Rick and Morty. He's already messed up.
Yeah.
Like, let's be real about it.
I mean, like, I did see the video, and it was horrendous.
Yeah.
But it was also supposed to be part of some kind of skit thing.
Yeah, it was just
like
acting.
A pilot for a show that didn't happen.
Which is crazy, because it was all supposed to be based on a serial killer anyway, so...
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's just hard to judge comedians on their jokes.
Yeah.
I mean, you can definitely say, oh, that was distasteful, that was a bad joke.
Yeah.
But, yeah, they were just jokes.
Yeah, that's different.
And personally, I don't think you should ruin someone's entire life or entire career based off of, you know, a mistake or a bad joke, especially from years ago.
Well, I mean, like, it just depends. Like, with James Gunn's, it was, like, streams of years of that.
Well, that's
Whereas
true.
with him, like, you expect that stuff from Rick and Morty. That's the difference.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's straight up the difference.
Yeah. But, I mean, like, also, like, with, you know, there's a lot of different, like, actors and, different ones. Like, even today, the, CEO of CBS was accused of sexual harassment by, I think, like 6 different women.
Yeah, right.
I mean, I'm definitely not supporting anyone like that.
No.
But I also don't think that you should completely ruin someone's career over an accusation.
Yeah.
You kind of need to investigate.
Yeah. Which is something the news, fake news.
But I don't know. I mean, like, they don't check into any of these.
Mm-mm.
And yes, I am reading the chat. By the way, we're just kind of chit chatting back and forth, and
Yeah.
You know, I'll read
like,
stuff out of the chat
kinda do that
periodically.
on this channel.
Yeah. This is going to be a little bit different than my channel.
Yeah, she reads the chat all the time on her channel. I don't, you know, I do things differently here.
Yeah, I am reading the chat. I may not say everything out loud, but I'm reading it, by the way. But yeah, I don't know. Like, they just need to kind of, I don't know, do some checking before they just totally ruin people's lives.
Well, I mean, like, it's a different world in Hollywood. Let's be real.
Yeah.
That's not our world.
Yep.
Like, the rich upper crust, I've never been there. Don't want to be there. So...
No, I really have no desire to be in that kind of world.
Mm-mm.
Like, I don't... I mean, some of you guys watching this may even be from California, and it's nothing personal, but I don't even like California. I visited there one time when I was, I think, about 14 when I visited, and I just didn't like it. But that's just my personal, you know, I just
Your
don't
take on it.
Yeah, like, it's fine if everybody else wants to live there.
Yeah.
I have no desire to. But anyway, I don't know how we got off on that tangent from the Disney buys Fox thing, but
well, I mean, like, it's just because it's supposed to be a show, and we're not, like, you know, things change and people talk about different stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's what I like about this, you know, just chilling and talking about whatever comes up.
Yeah,
whatever the topic moves around to. It's just more fun.
Laid back.
Yep.
Don't have to be stressed or talk about anything specific. Just, you know. Well, there you go. Got my Disney Wolverine going on here.
Awesome.
I mean, like, I don't know. So what's up?
Just, you know, kind of chit-chatting. Not a ton going on in the chat right now. I've thought about the Google Hangout thing. I may do that on my channel sometimes. I haven't worked out getting it all set up yet, so I don't know. That it's probably not going to be tomorrow, but I'm going to work on it.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I guess we'll call it quits, because, like, we're kind of done, and we just kind of chatted for a while.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah. Well, then, Brick Titan is done with his sketch, so yeah, I guess we're going to call it a night.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think we're good.
But, yeah, we are going to start, we're going to start doing this every Friday night. And then live on my channel on Saturday nights. So stay tuned for those. Join us next time, and we will see you guys later.
Yeah, later.